What's up, people? Mark Holmes here with a head of hair that looks crazy. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm here in the workshop because, well, work never ends for me and Michael. So we getting her done. But I thought I'd check in while I'm out here because I could use some company because I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of real tired right now, in fact. And what's up, Zeppelin? Oh, sorry, Zeke fan. Blake, what's going on? I'm just here in the workshop chilling. And I was lonely, so I thought I'd see who's out there. Get this on and done before the late night hype show starts with Law and Nation, because you're listening to nothing but the best and crew. And I'm working on getting some of these racks up out of here. That's what we do. Good to see you too, Roman. So I don't know if you guys have heard what's going on with our Cowboys. Some of our players are deciding they're going to stay at the Omni. They're going to be staying at the Omni to stay corona free, which I love it. To me, that says the guys are focused in on this season and being the best Dallas Cowboy team that they can be. I absolutely, positively love it. Hold your ears for a second. Just for a second here. Bam! Hat rack. That's one down. Deion Sanders no longer works. Deion Sanders no longer works for NFL Network. They ended up, I don't know if he was fired or if it was mutually agreed upon, but after his comments the other day, which I didn't see anything wrong with, he was talking the truth. They decided to say, see ya. So he's gone. Michael Irvin, he loves what CeeDee Lamb adds to the Dallas Cowboys offense and thinks that the Dallas Cowboys offense will be the best offense in football by far. Cowboys players, there's some that are planning on basically making their own bubble at the Omni. I love the idea. I think that's incredible. I want to say that I've been saying that for a while, that the NFL would be wise to put the guys in a bubble. New Orleans is doing that. And it's basically optional for the players if they want to be there. But they're basically saying, you know what? We're going to make this our football dorm. We're going to be in here. We're going to be safe. And we're going to concentrate on football. Haven't done too many of these in a while. Got to get back into practice now. The football season's here. Hold your ears for a second. Sad thing is I got some new toys to play with, but I haven't had time to play with them. I got a new microphone for the set, and they have some new software that I'm actually beta testing that's going to be able to look up all of my Mevo cameras and use one phone to control it. And I just haven't had time to even look at it and work it. And then, of course, tonight, Hard Knock starts at 10 o'clock. So it's going to be a busy night. To say the least. To say the least. What's up, everybody? Honey News. What are we going to talk about the rest of the year since starting to look like the NFL won't be happening? How are you saying the NFL won't happen? The NFL is actually doing really, really well. I don't know what you're smoking. The NFL is looking at saying, we're going to be the monopoly. There's a big difference between having professional athletes that are paid to take the risk and having the money to be able to put these games on. The fact that we don't have coronavirus blowing up right now with them getting together is huge. NFL is doing really, really well. The problem for college football is there's no leadership. They've had months and months and months and haven't come up with a plan yet. That's why they're screwed. And everybody's got a different idea on how to do it. You know, so you got, college football is just fucked up. College football is just messed up because, you've got some colleges that got tons of money to work with and things. They can recruit classes. Other schools don't. So that's the difference that you got right there. NFL, they can write a check. Each of the owners can write a check for $20 million they need to try and make this thing go. And the NFL recognizes if we have a season, we going to get paid because college football won't be able to be there. Phew. So I don't know where you're thinking that it's looking like we're not having football. You haven't heard any doubts. In fact, the way you see NBA, the way the NBA is actually doing really, really good right now with this whole situation. They're actually like a model. And even with the Philadelphia Phillies having their issues, baseball's still going on and still doing pretty well as well. So be as you... well, here's the thing, though. I don't know that... this year, I don't know that any team is going to bring in more. Just joined on your chat. No, CAA had already decided they're not playing, the Colonial Athletic Association, although JMU was exploring, trying to, basically see if we can get a few games together, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen either. So, with seeing all the Pac-12, they decided today, nah, we're out. I think the ACC is still open. I think SEC is. I'm trying to think of what the other one is. They're basically trying to buy time and see if there's a way that they can get it going, but I just don't see it. Yeah, they said they can, but see again, that sounds great in theory, but will it work is the question. Will it be able to work? And I don't know if it will or not. I just don't know. I think, honestly, I think football just needs to say, you can't do it. Just can't, with college football, look, just can't do it. I know it's a lot of money on the line and stuff, but you got too many college kids and too much liability that I just don't see how you can take that liability and that risk with them. I know, believe me, college football players are like pieces of meat. See, here's the thing. Here's the way I look at it. You got Dallas Cowboy players that are grown-ass men, right? And they recognize right now how important it is to stay away from the Rona. Why? Because they know how hard it is to get to the NFL level. And they don't want to fuck it up. So they realize we got to stay away from everybody. We're going to go live in a hotel for the season, right? College kids, you put young men on a college campus with 30, 40, 50,000 people, half of which are women. You think that they're really going to stay away from everybody? Come on, man. Let's be for real. That ain't going to happen. When you're young, you think you're invincible. What's the racks? We've got a bunch of different ones actually. We have hat rack, a mug rack, and another mug rack, a shot rack, a member starter rack. I mean a tailgate member starter rack. And tomorrow, I'm going to be actually working here. Tomorrow we'll live stream during the day too. I'm going to be working here in the shop because I got to come up with the beer glass. A couple people said, hey man, I need a rack for my beer glasses. So I'm going to be developing those tomorrow and enjoying being home. It's been a while since I've been able to work from home. When I get done here, I'm going to go eat some dinner, and then I'm going to go test out the microphone and that new software, see if we can get that working. What's up? What's up? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Feel it, feel it. Zeke didn't have it bad. Are you talking about the corona? You know, that's the thing. Some people don't have it bad. Some people die from it. That's the thing. And you don't know who might have it bad. And some people who have, like, say, heart issues. I have actually, true story, I have a heart murmur. And when I got to JMU and got my physical, they almost didn't let me play football because of the heart murmur. They sent me to a heart specialist to check it out. Because sometimes you might have an enlarged heart, and unless you've had like the electrocardiogram, you don't know. And you can have heart murmurs and everything else. And the coronavirus get a hold of it, all of a sudden, it can get real, real bad. Just going to touch up these lines just a little bit. Got to make sure they're perfect before they go out. All right. Let that dry. Come out and put another little touch-up coat on that. So how you guys doing tonight? Doesn't matter how bad you have it. Well, it doesn't matter how bad you have it. There are those who don't have it bad, but still the side effects. That's the thing that a lot of people are worried about because, like I said, some people get it and don't even know they had it. Right, but and Zeke, okay. Let me give you an example, okay? I'm gonna give you a true story here. All right? I'm gonna give you two great examples. Let me clean the brush real quick. Okay. So how many of you had the flu? Right? You had the flu. You know, you feel real bad, feel kind of weak. You know, take some Theraflu and all that. A couple of days off from work, no problem, right? Most people, it's not bad. It's just a bad cold. About a year and a half ago, my dad had the flu for about 2 weeks. And, you know, I talked to him on the phone. He's like, nah, don't come by here because I got the flu. I don't want to pass this on to you or anything. And my mom said about 11 o'clock at night, my dad had went downstairs and he fell out. And he called for my mom and said, June, I don't think I'm going to make it. For the first time in his life, because he has never, ever had surgery, ever been to a hospital other than to see us born. He goes to the hospital. He's got the flu that turns into pneumonia. He ended up spending 5 days in the hospital with it. And the doctors literally told him, if you hadn't come in tonight, you would have been dead in the morning. Because of his age, he had also had apparently a little heart attack mini episode months before that he didn't know about. So he was already weak in state as far as like lung capacity and heart and blood and everything else. And so these things made the situation worse where he almost died from it. Now, I've had the flu almost every year. I haven't died from it. I'm good. But the thing is not everybody is that way. Great thing is, hey, he's okay right now. So here's the thing. Zeke Elliott, he got it. Well, he said it was like a cold. Felt a little weak and no problem. That's great for him. But there's over 165,000 people who was a lot worse for. So maybe, I honestly think that I had it and I felt really bad. I felt like, and I think I told you guys, because I went to heart specialists. They never gave me a coronavirus test. But I literally felt like somebody was sitting on my chest for like 6 weeks. I literally would have to sometimes just kind of hold myself and trying to take deep breaths. I didn't have a fever, okay? I didn't have a fever. I didn't have a cough. But my blood pressure was spiking like 200 over like 150. And then it stopped. And that may have been the coronavirus, and that's all that I got. But some people have heart problems. They lose lung capacity, they lose blood, and everything. So that's where you look at it and say, yeah, it's not everybody's going to die from it. But for the ones that do, it's not good. And so you have to understand that a lot of football players, a little on the overweight side, a lot of them have heart issues. So that's where you look at it. And not only that, the football players will probably be okay. But if I got to go home to my family and I take it to somebody else, that's the other work. And when you look at, let's be honest, let's be real here. Majority of the players in the NFL are black. A lot of them come from poor backgrounds. Taking care of their family, going home to the family, doing things and everything else. Let's say they get it, they're asymptomatic, I'm fine. But then they pass it to them. That's where the worry is. And especially you look at college athletes. College athletes, I'm sorry. It's a germ factory at college. Okay? If you haven't been to college, you missed out. But believe me, everything goes around in college. And you get college athletes that are basically headed for the pros, they gonna be all over the place. Chicken wings, definitely. Chicken wings, you know chicken wings will be there. Jobu Wing Shipping Company, come on, man. I don't know how we're sending chicken wings, okay? Yeah, Frost, that's the first thing I talked about. I did a video about that when I was walking on the bike path, that the Cowboys players, and some of them are creating a bubble. I said that because you had the star right there. I said literally, you go from the practice field to the hotel. What you could, I think about it though, the amount of money that pro football has. You take the whole hotel and say we're gonna have some restaurants in there that we're gonna make sure everybody's corona free. We got game rooms. We can make ourselves a little club and everything else. So you could do all kinds of stuff with that kind of money to say, hey. And if it, I don't know if the Omni is a suite hotel or not, but if it's a suite hotel, hell, take say, hey, look, you're gonna take 2 suites and you're gonna bring your family in here. Live at the hotel. You got that kind of money. Jacqueline Holmes, what's up? What's up, Jacqueline? I'm just in my workshop here. Actually feels good in here because I got that window XC unit on. I just got back from a 3-mile walk about 40 minutes ago, so I'm still kind of hot from that, and I cooked dinner. You just got home from work. Glad I'm on. Nothing on Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory wishes he knew something on Randy Gregory. Zeke, well, my brother had a biopsy today. I haven't heard back on how that went from him. He's in the hospital with, he had 2 liters of fluid around his heart. So, thoughts and prayers are going out to my brother, hoping that everything's going to be okay with that. I talked to him for about a half hour yesterday, and sounded in good spirits. It sounded pretty good. So hopefully everything will work out good. But thanks for asking. So, Lorenzo Alexander Jr. You're not junior to Lorenzo Alexander who plays for the Buffalo Bills, are you? I've met him. I met him in Hawaii at the Pro Bowl, I think in 2013. Back when he was part of that Washington football team before he went to Arizona and then to Buffalo. Thanks for the prayers, my brother. No, but a distance cousin? Oh, okay. He's good people. I'm going to be honest. He's good people, man. Definitely. He's one of those football players that gets it and gives back, man. I love guys like that. Thanks, Felix. Felix, how you doing, man? Hope we get him back. I'd like to see him back, too. I'd like to see him really turn his life around and really get himself together. Thanks, Gridiron Yucky. So how's everybody else doing? How exciting is it that come Friday, we'll be talking about practice. They'll be in pads on practice on Friday. Archer, your manager's going through the same thing about the size of a softball on the back of his belt line. Super sucks. Man, yeah. That, be thankful, knock on wood, if you got your health, man. Who plays football? Well, Zeke fan, last year, only about 10% of the times we actually use the fullback. Fullbacks are kind of passe, and that's with Jason Garrett at the helm. Mike McCarthy, not a big fullback type guy. They'll probably end up using more of like a hybrid, as in like a tight end to be a fullback, in certain situations, because it'll be very rare that they'll use one. And that's, I'll be honest with you, I think Jamez looked at it this way and said, I may not be making the team. Basically, I'm really here for special teams, and if I don't make the team, I'm not getting paid. So that's where he was actually wise to go ahead and say, I'm going to opt out. Take the $350,000, walk away, and if you don't get picked up by somebody, because most teams don't really use a fullback, at least I got something to start with. Reggie, what's happening? Frost football. I heard McCarthy loves his fullbacks. I haven't heard that one. Lorenzo Alexander Jr. for what? Sorry to hear, Gridiron. Gridiron, what happened, Gridiron? Our last great fullback was Moose. You're right about that. Okay, well, I hadn't seen that article. Maybe that's true, but let's put it this way: you haven't seen them bringing anybody in. I do enjoy my glasses. In fact, they're in the house there. I found out my other ones are here, so I can pick them up on Thursday. Yeah, that's right. You did have John Kuhn. That's where I wish I had my glasses on now so I could read the clips in here, but I had taken them off because they get hot around my eyes when I'm walking, so my eyes sweat like crazy, and they were covered with sweat, so I took them off at my desk. Maybe you misunderstood. Damn, I'm old. You're old. I'm old. I'm real old, man. Pick and pop. What's up, pick and pop? Boom, pick and pop. I'll add you to the drawing for the next beer glass, okay? I'll put you in there so come Friday when we do our live stream, you're in there. I appreciate that super chat. Damn, that's a huge, 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 huge. Show me the money. Thank you very much for that. Hi, Mark. Go Bucks. Brady MVP. Gator, I hate to say this, but I'd be worried about that offensive line in Tampa Bay a little bit, and Tom Brady hitting the wall. I know he's got a lot of wide receivers and stuff, but the man is still. I know what it's like to be old and trying to get up and move. No one's older than sand. No, I'm not quite that old. The mountains are older, the sand and the dirt are older than me, but I don't know too much else it is. Thank you so much for your videos. I'm a big fan of yours. Appreciate that, Art. You're a freaking Cowboy fan. You know, a lot of people question the fact that they just say I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I was like, come on, man. Why do people hate Dak? I wish I knew. I keep trying to convince people, and everybody just say, people that hate Dak just say, you're just a Dak Prescott lover. You're sick. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to point out to you where you're wrong. It's not a matter of being in love with the guy or something like that. It's the way I'm trying to give you the facts and stats. Tampa fans think they're going to the Super Bowl. Well, yeah, we all have dreams. We all have dreams. What's up, Cowboy fan 421? What time is it? Is it? Damn, it's almost 8:30. I'm going to hang in here for about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to go get something to eat, and then get downstairs and work on my set. The Dak hate because he's not flashy, and he's, well, not like charming like Mahomes. He doesn't say much. Well, okay, I guess that could be it. I'm okay with the guy who puts a football field in his backyard and works out during the pandemic with the rest of his teammates to try and get ready for the season. I'm okay with the guy who's not out drinking and driving and getting in trouble and things like that. I'm okay with the guy who's not dating porn stars. I'm okay with all that. I'm good with that. I agree with you except for Philly over 500 pounds. The tide is changing about Dak and all these Cowboys. Well, I think it is beginning to, the narrative is beginning to change about the Cowboys. Now people are kind of putting expectations. Now you're hearing people say, you know, are the Cowboys, you know, going to be the representative from the NFC for the Super Bowl, or, you know, are they one of the favorites? You know, Dak Prescott top 3 for MVP, and it's like, man, don't put that on us. Don't put that kind of pressure. I'd rather be the underdog. This season, if we have it, I want to make a bet with y'all. If you win, I'll get a bottle of alcohol under $50. If you win, I got to do the truffle shuffle. I don't know what the truffle shuffle is. I can't dance. I'm not a good dancer, and I got bad knees. The bottle of liquor, though, I'll bet that. The accident when it happened was Jason Garrett. How crazy was it to see him in a press conference, you know, with the Giants stuff there? That was just so bizarre, but he sounded like Jason Garrett. I agree with you, because whenever we're expected to do stuff, we always seem to disappoint. It's always when nobody expects us to do anything that we usually do well. Skip saying that, yeah, you know what? Skip Bayless can read between the lines, okay? Skip, I don't know why Skip has turned into this whole thing of Dak wants $45 million in the same amount of money, and this is Dak Prescott leaving. That's his new thing. Screw Skip. Skip. So, all right, guys. Jason Witten, that's one of those ones. It's like, Witten, I wish you just retired. But Skip Bayless is a good dude. You mean the same guy that was saying that Troy Aikman was gay? That guy? Yeah, Gridiron, I think I definitely am, if I can stay awake. It's been a long day today. Aaron, thank you very much for that super chat. I'm going to add you to the drawing for Friday for one of the Jobu beer glasses, because we're doing that every day. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for showing the love. I appreciate it, Aaron. Skip is garbage. I agree with that one 100%. All right, so it's 8:30. I haven't eaten. I've been walking. I'm sweaty. I stink. Okay, I stink like the Washington football team. Okay, that's how much I smell. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll be doing my fireside chat, of course, tonight, and I will thank you guys for being here. Peace out. Love you. Be safe. Okay, and thoughts and prayers for everybody in this country right now. See you soon.